What's up, guys? This is Ninja on a Ninja. And one moment, please, because my computer decided to screw up, so I had to restart. And I don't know why I started the recording right
We've
away.
got Nathan from
Okay, so, not sure if you heard, but I have a video for you. It's political in a sense. It's more religious kind of theory, philosophical, stuff like that. So it's not really political, it's philosophical. That's what I meant to say. So, oh, um, let's see. Before I do this, let me see. Okay, phew. Because I forgot. I wasn't sure if my comment was still there. Because I noticed, I'm not sure if it's them or something. But basically, what happens is I post a comment and then the comment gets deleted. And it might be because I say something or they got rid of it. I don't know. I thought my camera froze, but no good. Okay. So, now. So, this is a video. It's by Matt Dillahunty, John Angel. Okay. And yeah, there's his info. I don't recommend investing in this loser because he's a beta cuck, faker, not good, and blah blah blah. And by the way, I'm kind of like a phoenix. I was reborn again. I had to basically burn away all of the bullshit that I picked up from my life, and now I'm kind of born and I'm lit. I'm taking everybody that has situated themselves and they're taking up the space, and all I'm doing is trying to remove them. I'm not trying to occupy the space. I'm removing them and letting traffic flow, basically, right? Because he put himself, he's a cancer, essentially, and what he says is bullshit, and I'm trying to expose it. So, caller believes because he believes. The atheist experience. Throwback. Okay, this was uploaded 3 days ago. Okay, it's a present throwback. Uh, but it's uploaded 3 days ago. I just seen it. You have the story, so.
We've got Nathan from Colorado who says he believes in God because he has faith in God plus many other reasons. How you doing, Nathan?
I'm all right.
So we don't care at all about faith in God because saying I have faith in God is just saying I believe because I believe. We want real reasons because faith is the excuse people give when they don't have good reasons. If you have
So, real fast, I just gotta point out he is chasing fundamentals on an abstraction. That's like saying magical tricks aren't real because you can't prove that you're being tricked. Even though you're being tricked. You know what I mean? Like, just because you can't, like, I can't see air, but that doesn't mean it's not there. But he's saying, oh, well, so basically, my point is he's trying to catch a ball he'll never catch. And his argument is because I can't catch it, there's no ball. So that's basically where he's coming from. Hopefully I spelled it out enough so you can kind of understand and you know where to go with it. But anyways,
good reasons for something, you don't say you believe it on faith. Like I believe that the Earth spins on its axis. That's not a faith-based belief. It's an evidence-based belief. If somebody asked me why I believe that, I would never say, oh, I just have faith. So give us the reasons that aren't faith.
Well, that's your problem because you're an atheist, man.
No,
It
sir.
says put your faith into God. We don't
So-
need a reason. We need.
I paused. I put you on mute. I paused. When you start a conversation by saying that's your problem, you're an atheist, do you understand that I was a fundamentalist?
No, he is right in a sense. Like I just said, just because you can't catch it, that doesn't mean it's not there. He is basically what happened was I was banned from Destiny's chat for this same reason. Basically, there's a room or an idea, okay? They have a belief, okay? Let's just say it's A to Z, okay? They're at D, right? That's their understanding is on D. You walk in, your understanding's on G or F or something, right? So you're ahead of the pack, basically. You're thinking bigger than they are. You're further ahead than they are. And so you came in and not saying those things because that's where you are. But he is being a dictator and trying to control the narrative and say, no, we're back on D. And because you're so far ahead, that means you don't know what you're talking about. When in reality, it's you don't know what you're talking about because you're still on D and you haven't gotten as far as I have on this thought. So my idea is more than yours, and because you don't understand, and then like normally what you would do, I don't understand. What do you mean? Like that's what you should do is instead of saying no you're wrong or no you're stupid or you know what you just did, instead of reasserting yourself over it like a dictator or like someone who was bullied their whole life and now because you're not afraid of physical violence and you're using the force the same way they did. This is what you're doing. So instead of saying, what do you mean? You're saying you're wrong because I'm not thinking like you, therefore you're wrong. We need to think like me because I'm thinking it right. That's what's going on. Even if he is right, you don't see it yet because you haven't gotten far enough. And that's kind of my point. And that's what's going on, right? And I know because I have the video uploaded and because they were still struggling in the weeds and here I am like at the WXY and banned and I'm like whoa, huh? It's because I'm ahead of the pack. And instead of you asking what I mean, you decided to say I'm the alpha, you're wrong, banned. And that's dictatorship. That's what's destroying America, right? That's why I'm making this video is to point that out is you and your thought process is wrong and that's why America sucks because instead of helping people understand you're like banned, ignored, you're not thinking like me therefore you're wrong and everything that isn't mine or my way is wrong way. You know what I mean? You're closing it out. No, that's no. Anyways, continue.
Christian studying to be a pastor for the overwhelming for most of my life.
Doesn't matter.
And if your argument is that you must believe in order to believe, that is not a reasoned argument for anything.
No, I don't think that is enough argument, but that's definitely the grounds for it. I agree. That's a good ground. That's good grounds to. That's good ground to stand on. Believe just to believe. That's good. But you're chasing a ball and you're looking for more. So that's not enough for you. And that's fine. You can ask him to explain himself more. But for you to say that you're wrong because my logic is flawed and I based my theory on my flawed logic, that's not right because now the world's going to suffer because your logic is flawed, but yet you want the world to use your logic. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right?
John?
Hello?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what it says. I mean, that's what Christians believe is put your faith in God and you believe in God.
No,
They
no,
say
no, no,
that's
no,
the
no, no,
basis
no,
of
no, no,
Christian.
no, sir.
you see what he's doing? You see what he's doing? That's the same thing when he was in high school. He's getting pushed and beaten and shoved and whatever. You're a little baby D. That's all you are. You remind me of my friend that I used to have, and he's a little baby D. So he was picked on and pathetic because he was a fucking loser trying to. It was all about him because he thought he was the man, but then he got into the world and it turns out, I'm not the man, and that's your problem. Is you're trying, anyways.
No, sir. As a former Christian, you are wrong.
As a former Christian who shut up, that's not grounds for anything, and he's not wrong because he hasn't made his argument yet. He has made a claim, but that's not everything. You don't know yet, so
Belief is not rooted in faith.
yes, it is.
Absolutely, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You're do,
Oh, my
do you know what,
belief is.
do you know what do you know what 1 Peter 3:15 says?
What?
You don't know?
First Peter 3. I have not memorized the entire Bible.
Why not?
What does it
It's
say?
only one of the most important verses, it's the one that provides you with the
You only remember it because you think it brings grounds or merits to your standing. And my guess is this is prepped or original. Like, I don't know, maybe, but it's just you are experienced. And like you said, you're a pastor, a preacher, or whatever, and you can devote your life to it. That's fine, right? People do it with math and with time and you know whatever mechanic. Um, do what you want. Sports, baseball, basketball. They have knowledge and understanding that goes further than yours. That's fine. But for you to go and say, "Oh, I remember it," that makes me better than you. That's you being insecure. That's what that is. So.
or the instruction to do the very thing you're doing. 1 Peter 3:15 says to be ready at all times to provide the reason, the logos,
Uh,
for the faith that you have. Faith
right.
is the evidence of things unseen, as in Hebrews. But your belief in God should be warranted by reason. So what's the reason?
That is the reason.
Otherwise,
Well,
is there? Let me ask this one question: is there anything that I couldn't just accept on faith? Like I could accept on faith that a God exists, but that doesn't mean I'm justified. I could accept that white people.
I understand that it doesn't like no one's trying to justify anything. You just believe it and just go along with it because it feels good. Maybe it is a boogeyman. Maybe it is fake. Maybe it isn't real. Maybe it is bullshit. That's the point. So anyways,
People are better than black people. I could.
that's wrong. That's wrong. You can believe that. A lot of people do, but they're wrong. You understand? There's the difference. It can be proven because we have white people, we have black people, and we have seen them compete, and they both win and they both lose at both things. So you're wrong. But guess what? As far as believing in God, we don't have the tools to prove or disprove it. Unlike white and black people, you fucking idiot.
Take that as a matter of faith. Name something that is impossible for someone to believe based on faith.
Name something impossible to believe that's on faith. Okay, that phone will fly. Next.
Hold on. Name something that is impossible for people to believe that isn't on faith.
Right.
Is that what your question is?
Yeah. Is there anything that someone couldn't just believe on faith?
Is there anything someone couldn't just? I don't know, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm okay.
That
I'm sorry.
question kind of went over my head.
Do you have any good reasons to believe in a God?
Well, I think faith is a good reason.
Well, you're wrong.
No, you're wrong.
This is the point that I'm trying to make.
What is your point?
We put our faith in a righteous God to live throughout our lives. Absolutely.
They are picking a leader to lead them, real or not. That's who's leading them. End of story. The fact you're looking for evidence just shows you're a fucking nerd and deserve to be in a sweatshop along with the kids making footballs and shoes and shit. And my point, or in a writer's room where they just use your mind to get what they want because you went too far. You drank the Kool-Aid. You're in a cult, so to speak.
You acknowledge that you.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop him there because I didn't go this far when I watched it. I don't know what he's saying, but I wanted to read my comment. I don't understand why people post videos of them punching down or even perceived punching down. That is like someone training in the UFC and then going and picking on kids in kindergarten. Congratulations, you found an idiot or an idiotic argument or an idiotic stance or something you don't know and don't understand or something you can't because you're dumb or whatever. And then you state a case against that, right? So my point with this statement is there's a claim, you stand against that claim, but that whole confrontation is bullshit. It's pointless, it's useless, because you think that he is bullshit. What's the point? Why are you bringing this up? Like, why are you showing me this? Hey, look at this. Here's an argument that some guy made that I can't believe, or that doesn't matter to me, and I beat him in an argument because I didn't take any of his words for anything because I don't care what he has to say. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like taking all of your water and then putting it into a backpack, assuming that the backpack will hold water, knowing that it won't hold the water, right? Like, no one would do that. So why are you doing that? That's what you're doing. You understand? It's an example. It's just something I came off the top of my head. But this is sad on your part. And if you want to partake in the arena of intelligence, you should compete with other intelligent people who can actually express the argument in a way that you can understand. Because this is just a miscommunication. He's saying, and you're like, huh, what? You're wrong because I don't know what you're saying. That's it. This is stupid. So, yeah, in the arena of intelligence, you should compete against other people with intelligence. Compete against other intelligent people and only show where there was a good debate and stop showing you talking to a wall, basically. So again, this whole discussion, he has a point. You don't see it. And so you're making the point that his argument is bullshit because you don't see it. And then, but the question is, what's the point of you showing that? What do we take from that? Exactly, that's the point. There's nothing to show or gain from it. Hey, he made a statement. I don't understand. It's like, okay. And the reason, just like why you failed in Christianity, why you can't understand the point, is because you're trying to make yourself feel good. You're trying to make yourself feel better. You're trying to post a video and make money. That's all it's for. You're hollow. You're empty. You're fucking pathetic. You sold out. Yes, believe. Believe, just believe. That's what most people do. You know why? Because it makes them feel good. Fuck you for saying anything else. You're a dumbass. You want solid proof, you want solid evidence, you want solid... You're a dumbass. You don't have it. You don't have it, sir. Anyways, that's the point. That's the video. So, that's it. People, be happy. Be safe. Be loved. Take care. God bless. Godspeed. Don't let the door hit you where the Lord split you. Right? It's a saying. As I said, if you want to believe, go for it. If you don't, fine, don't. That's fine. But who are you to question it the way you are? And what are you showing me from that transaction? Nothing. So shut the fuck up. Anyways, peace.